trying to get the hang of the Twitch thing, but not having much luck so far. But I'll get there. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's the fourth interview in like 5 days for me. I'm exhausted, but we have finally. I'm talking for how many years, months, a long time. We have,
mate. The amount of times we've said, "Oh yeah, we'll definitely do something." I think we've been saying that since the first World Series at Panthers.
It was 2017.
Yeah, because it was before. Yeah, that was even before I went to Japan. Shit, yeah, it's been a while. That's 6 years ago now, man. We're getting old.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's currently in Carn Evil. It's Roswell. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you for having me on. Like I said, we've been planning on doing this for years, and we're finally getting to it. So we've done something right today.
Yeah. All right, straight off the back, what got you into wrestling?
Oh, mate, look, I'm going to show my age a bit here, but I actually watched WCW when that was live. I was a WCW kid growing up. That's what got me into wrestling. I think we had, what did Foxtel used to be called? Ostar back in the 90s.
Ostar, I think.
Yeah. So. And I was just channel surfing one day, and I think it was when, this is my earliest memory I have of wrestling. It was when the Giant came out and joined the NWO. We watched that. My dad was like, geez, that guy's big. And I was like, as a kid, I just thought, I don't know what this stuff is. So, chucked it on. And, I got hooked. Like, I would miss going to movies. I would miss going to, like, the Easter show because WCW was on that night. So, and then I just didn't even know what a WWF was until the year 2000. I had no idea. But I still got to see The Rock, Stone Cold. I was watching it before Jericho won the Undisputed title, at least. So, yeah, that's what got me into that, mate. And I always said to myself, one day, I want to be a wrestler. And I don't know, I had an epiphany late in life. I had a friend. Remember Alistair McLear? The other guy that was coming up the Bathurst way?
Yeah. Well, was he the guy that did the weird fucking hairdresser thing? Oh, yeah. It was him versus Keegan. That was a great match.
Yeah, no, that was the one. Yeah, no, he said he found this wrestling school, APWG, and he goes, yeah, I'm going to go down there. And I was like, well, we could carpool down because it's a long drive from Bathurst to Penrith, about 2.5, which is not too bad in hindsight. But yeah, so I finally got around to wrestling training. And that was back in, how old am I now? I'm not telling you, but I'm going to reverse engineer this. I want to say very early 2016 is when I started training. And the following year I did 9 months of training before I debuted, and I debuted at one of the APWG Bondi. I think Bondi 3, Bondi 4 was my first one against Caesar. That's a fun match, and this is something I haven't told a lot of people. I actually, and he doesn't even know it, Backman came to train at APWG once, just showed up, and we're doing German suplex spots, and we didn't have a ring at that point, so we're doing German suplexes on a thin mat like this on the floor, which it hurt like shit. And at one point, Backman, I German suplexed him, or he German suplexed me, but the way I landed, I cracked one of my ribs. So it was okay. I got up, I was like out of breath, and my first match was 4 weeks later, so I wasn't comfortable, to say the least, in my first match. I was definitely a bit out of breath, and that the only thing that got me was Drew Fulton beforehand picked me up and carried me around the arena. I felt fine all day until he picked me up and pushed my rib in. But no, it was a fun first match, and like a guy like Caesar, lucky he weighs next to nothing. He might as well be full of helium. It was easy to do. It was good.
All right, let's talk about APWG in Bathurst. Whose idea was it to take a company from Sydney to Bathurst for a couple shows? Because I've been to 2 shows. The November show of 2017.
Yeah.
And I think the March one of 2018. So
who were the mains in those ones? Do you remember?
Oh, hold up. Let me check YouTube because it's a good thing I still have YouTube. playlist. I know one of the shows the bottom rope broke, and they had to like fix it like 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, that was me and was that me and J Law versus our Clover Vice and Kasai?
Hold up.
No, it was me and Matt Theo. That's it.
The first Bathurst show, the main event was a very young you and Matt Theo versus Alcova Vice and Kasai.
Yeah.
And the whole roster's like on the stage, just like chilling, like, yeah, cool. We're just gonna watch this great match.
I'm not gonna lie, and if J Law sees this now, he'll be like, "Why didn't you ever say anything?" I always thought it was weird that we came out and sat at the main event for the APWG ones. It was different at Bondi where we sat around the ring. Sitting on the stage was a bit better. I always found it strange, but it was unique.
Yeah.
No one else was doing it, but yeah, that was good. That was a good match. That was tiring because we had the match in Bondi the night before because we went on tour. It was actually J Law's idea to take the Bathurst. We kind of went, oh, if we did a wrestling show in Bathurst, we'd draw people. And he went, all right, let's do it. And it worked. We, on a Sunday afternoon, had about 120 there. And then the following Bathurst shows, we were clocking well over 200 per show. It worked really well. Yeah.
What was the March 24th main? I think it was Kasai versus somebody.
Probably Theo.
What the fuck is? I think so. Yeah, because Kasai, poor Phil, gets his fucking ass beat and just gets his fucking shirt ripped. Poor Phil. Poor Phil. He's like, oh fuck. But no, I would personally love to go back to Bathurst for a show. Like, whether it be like FW. Actually, no, FWA is closing down. Fucking bastard 5e. Poor 5e.
Yeah, that surprised me. I didn't know he was going to do that.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Do you know why? Has he said anything? I haven't seen 5e. I only see him at World Series Wrestling these days, man. He's good. He's a good guy, but yeah, haven't seen him.
I gotta ask that APWG ring. What the fuck? It was the tiniest ring ever. I was like, how is this gonna work? How is this gonna work? Like,
and we did Royal Rumbles in that thing. Remember? Yeah. Look, I'll tell you the thing. It does make it easier at a venue like Bathurst because when you look at it, we weren't too far from the roof. So if we had a full size ring, we wouldn't be able to do any moves in it. But it was just a training ring. Yeah. I don't think he ever wanted to do shows, but he did. I won't lie though. Nicest bump is compared to some other rings. That ring actually felt good, but the ropes were shit. I hated the ropes.
Yeah, they were fucking breaking. All right, you're currently up at Suplex. What's it like wrestling? Because I had CJ Young on, I had Jake Gibson on a couple of days ago. If you haven't watched that, guys, go check it out. He talks some. He talks some serious shit, like some big time shit.
The CJ one. Yeah. And Jake. I watched the Jake one earlier. I watched the CJ one the other night. I was like, oh shit, CJ's out here kind of burying people.
Speaking of CJ, he's in that shit. Mr. CJ Young. CJ Young, is it?
I don't know.
Did I miss the window on Bathurst shows?
Maybe not. I have thought about doing
real
one
name
last
there.
one. Isaac Young, yes. Oh, yeah. CJ's cooler. No, look,
he's from
Oberon.
He's from Oberon. So.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where I was. I lived in between Bathurst
and
O'Connell.
Oberon.
Yeah, Oberon. Oberon on the other side of the mountain. No, I think I want to do one more because the last Bathurst show ended with me getting attacked by Fulton. And we were meant to have that 3 stages of hell match. No one probably remembers that setup anymore, but I kind of want to do it just to do one more up there. And then, I won't do any more up there. I know it will draw. We'll be able to get the people up there. I just got to, it's hard organizing a show that's far away, man. It's real hard. Getting a truck to take a ring up to Bathurst, not the easiest thing to do. But I'd like to do it again. I might actually talk to Spade about it. Get Suplex up there.
Yeah, get old Suplex. Because I've been like trying to get like All Star like out that way, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, Bathurst is kind of far, motherfucker. It will fucking work, trust me. That because I spoke to Tim, now known as the Puppeteer, and I said that
yeah.
one Bathurst show, he was fucking over. He was over as fuck. 2 count, boom, 2 counts. I was like, yep, it's gonna fucking work. 100%.
Oh no, it definitely would. And I think I
God.
did speak to Keegan about getting it out that way at one point, but the contact I knew at the venue, I didn't know left, and I was emailing them. And they never got back to me, so now I know that they're gone. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll work. Because there's a couple of places you could do it. The Panthers is probably the easiest place to do it at, but yeah, I'm definitely not saying no. I still have hope I'd do one more, and it'd be nice to do one more, in my hometown.
Yeah, get out. Bathurst, by the way, Bathurst, I'm gonna say it's now your shithole. I mean, it's all right, but like, what's it to do? Like, the last time I went there, the Knights played the Panthers last year, and we got beat. I'm just like, yeah, keep Bathurst.
Is it the Knights and the Panthers
Suplex.
this week as well?
Currently no, Knights and Dogs down in Sydney.
Dogs.
We played the Panthers last weekend, and we got beat. How? I don't know how, but. All right, Suplex. Talk about that because you're currently in Current Evil with Gagey, baby, the current Suplex Undisputed Heavyweight Champion, Miles Malice, and
this guy. That's just the three of us. There's no fourth member. There's no fifth member. The amount of people, and this is for real. The amount of people that have gone, I could join Carnival for a few shows and that. We're like, yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell it. Gat, that piece of shit. He always wanted to join Carnival. Like, that guy just rides all the coattails in the world. He's does this strongman gimmick, but I'll tell you what, wrestling with Gat is just absolutely useless, man. The dude isn't actually that strong. The amount we have to jump for him to look like he's actually doing something good is I'm surprised he still gets booked. I bet you weren't expecting me to say that. No, look, it's good.
Yeah,
I love working.
Newey Pro, like
No. No. He's okay. He's all right. He's just a bit seedy. No, it's great. I love Matt. I love Miles. Miles is one of my best friends. I like that too. I'm just giving him a hard time, hoping he's watching. Gat's one of my favorite people to wrestle.
Yeah. Love you, Gat.
No, I'm very happy. Look, when Gage won the title, it was a long time coming. Like, this was, a 4-year build to him actually getting this belt, or 3 year. Because I remember how Carnival form was, Spade was driving home one day and he calls me up out of the blue. Now, if you call me and I answer the phone, that's the only time that's ever going to happen. I never check my messages. He goes, do you remember the ref from your match at such and such? I was like, yeah, I didn't. He goes, I was thinking about having you and him together. He's kind of got like a Panic at the Disco like gimmick. Brendan Urie. And I went, yeah, I'm happy. I'm down with it. And I met Matt. Matt's a great guy. He's a very nervous kid back then. You wouldn't believe it. So it took him a while to learn how to actually wrestle. So a lot of his early matches was me and him in a tag team where I'd do all the wrestling and he'd come in, do a couple of kicks, and then he'd leave again. And now he's the bloody best wrestler on the roster. It makes me look like shit.
I'm going to go back to a Wrestling Go show. You stole my vlog, you motherfucker. You piece of absolute shit. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he steals it. I was like, oh, you bastard.
Wasn't that the Dalton Castle show?
Yeah, it was like the second night because they had night 1, sold out crowd. Next night, barely anyone.
Yeah, which was a bit disappointing. Yeah, that's why we had fun. That was the first time I think me and Fulton went from being just pure serious heels to no one's here. Let's just have fun with it. I stole your vlog. I remember stealing someone's chips as well, but I forgot I was chewing gum. I don't know if you've ever got a bunch of potato chips, put them in your mouth when Chewy's in there. It's disgusting. Don't ever do it. Honest to God, don't do it. But I got to wrestle Dalton Castle for a little bit in the main event, so I'm not complaining. I have fond memories of that show. Actually, I really had a good match with Nikki Van Blair on that show, and I've never seen the footage of it, which I'm spewing.
All right. I might be able to send you some clips of it. I might still have it on there.
No.
I should have. You just like clips of it. I attend like way too many shows. All Star, AWS, Kingdom, Hunter Valley Wrestling, Gone, Suplex. I've been to one show, but it was like a charity show down here in Sydney, like freaking 2018.
I was meant to do that show. I can't remember why I didn't. Oh, APWG was running the show. Oh, Canberra shit. Okay.
Capital Pro Wrestling. It's like 2018. I haven't been back since. Only because the Knights were playing there on the Sunday. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just go check this promotion out. That ring was shit, but the crowd was good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. AWE, FWA, CWA. Canley Vale Championship Wrestling Australia, Canley Vale. What the hell happened to that company? Because 5E still has the title. He's still the world champion.
I know. I remember
like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was. I didn't do the very last show. Did I? Was that the Rumble? The last show where 5E won the title, or did they do a show after that?
Yeah, let's get ready to Rumble, July 22nd, 2018.
Oh, was that show? I remember 5E eliminated me in that Rumble. And I had the match with Jackson Spade and Dean Draven, where Jackson Spade fucked up his knee on a moonsault, hitting me with it. So good old Jamesy boy doesn't walk too proper anymore because of me. Yeah, look, I don't know what happened. I heard that they needed to cancel a couple of shows, and then no one heard anything from them again. As far as I know, I don't even know where the ring is, because normally if someone closes business, someone buys the ring. No idea what happened to that ring.
I remember because like that day I was like walking down to the station and my head started spinning, like out of nowhere, thinking, "Oh fuck, what am I going to do? Go to the show or just stay home? Fuck it." And then you come out for your entrance, you see me, and you yell right in my face, "Think you dumb motherfucker! I'm sick. Fuck off." Legit, I was like, I don't want to go to the show. I don't want to go. Fuck it, I'll still go. Speaking of missing people, we have Kyle Eade in the chat.
G'day, mate. How you going?
KE. Hey, that's not his real name. His name is Roswell. Don't call wrestling name. But no, I haven't. I admit. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just talk shit about CWA, because that ring was a piece of fucking shit. Like how bad was it to bump on that ring?
Awful. And the worst thing about it, like, I can get away with, I don't care if the boards are there. Like, the boards have a lot of padding. They're all uneven. They never replaced the wood or flip the wood over, and the bars were bent. So you'd go in, you'd set up the ring early in the day. You'd walk around, go, shit, there's a board coming out. If we land on that, that's going to go like stab you, go through your back or something like that. It was awful.
Yeah.
That is the roughest ring I've ever taken a bump in by far. I had some good matches there. Like I had the matches with Misfit and Spade and Dean Draven. I wrestled Keegan. That was my first match there. In the main event, I think we did like 20 minutes. I was very fond of that match. Keegan and I always had good matches for some reason. I don't know why. It just worked well. We won the tag belts. That was the first time I ever won a championship. I was meant to win a championship before COVID. Not a lot of people know that, but that was I even got a custom belt made that no one's seen. Last one that was made by Dean.
We missed that guy.
Yeah, he was a good fella. Yeah, he's in.
I think the last time I saw him was like probably like a PWA show or something, and then like 2020 he's gone. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Surely not. And then we lose like Glenn Nutcase. He was like a rapper. He had a like an asthma attack or something, and he died. Dude, he was so cool. Those two guys were like legends in wrestling.
Yeah. It's weird going to a show and not seeing Dean anymore. Just it was good. I'm glad I got the chance to know him when I did.
I'm just watching one vlog now. New CWA Tag Team Champions, January 28th, 2018. Is that the one where you won the tag titles?
Yeah, that was me and Fulton versus Misfit and Spade, Jackson Spade. And then we had a couple of matches. I remember wrestling Silvio and Alex Irvine. I think we had another match, and then we lost him to Spade and Dean Draven. I'll never forget that match. The ending of that match was weird.
What happened to it? Yeah.
I can't remember the bloke who ran it.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was a family. I know it was a family that ran it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like most shows, all you hear would just be kids screaming and running around like headless chickens. Like, shut the fuck up. You're at wrestling. They could come and hurt you. Like, sit the fuck down. But after the show was done, kids were like in the ring just taking bumps. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. One of you get hurt. All good. Mm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That place was the Wild West. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll come back, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them.
Good old long time. They got a Candyvale. Oh, we have a question here from Mr. CJ Young. Who do you want to wrestle in Suplex?
None of you. You're all shit. Nah. Actually, you, because you've got a big choppable chest, so I want to wrestle you. Nate Carlo, definitely Nate Carlo. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking of his real name, not his. Is it Chris Stevens? Is that his name?
C Factor.
Yeah, C Factor. I want to wrestle him because I've been giving that guy. We rib each other backstage all the time. I've been giving that guy shit for like 5 years, 5th year anniversary. I love that guy, but we've never even touched. We've never been in a Rumble at the same time. We've never done a tag match. I've never done a run. He's never done anything with Carnival against us or trying to be with us. So him, who else is there? I wanted to do a one-on-one with Muzdog actually, but he's on hiatus again. Who else we got? Who do you want to see me wrestle, CJ? I'm just drawing a blanket names at the moment. And blanket names.
Roswell versus Metal Corey. Metal Corey.
Metal Corey, yes. Yeah, I think that would be. It's definitely. We both kind of wear the battle vests when we go out with all the band patches on. We have a similar taste in music. I haven't talked to Corey too much, but he seems like he's an all right guy. But I'd definitely do that match. I reckon we'd have to do something. No gimmick match, street fight, hardcore, something like that. I don't know. I feel like a straight up wrestling match wouldn't cut it. We need to hit each other with some chairs. Corey. Well, I think I should. What do you reckon?
It's loading. What the fuck is going on?
It's up on my screen. He goes, how do you feel about Gage winning the title?
I mean, CJ reckons he chops harder.
Oh, yeah. All right. We'll have that match then, CJ. You talk to Jamesy boy, and we'll get that organised. Yeah, we'll do that. It says Carnival. Oh, no, you're wrestling Gage, aren't you? Oh, I might get involved in that. Who knows? It's going to be CJ Young versus Matt Gage at the next show. I'm going to be around.
Someone.
But no, like.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of Metal Corey, he's in the chat. Metal Corey's in the chat. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I reckon it would too.
Was Corey's street fight. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, nah, I want to do that. I haven't had a street fight in years, and I'm dying.
Metal Corey, get in touch with me, lad.
No, I definitely want to do that.
Good old Metal Corey.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys that are there. And there's so many new guys, man. Like I was gone for nearly 2 years. Yeah, 18 months it was in between my matches. Everyone thought I retired, and I kind of thought I did as well, to be honest with you. I wasn't going to say anything because how many guys do you know retire and then come back? Like anytime someone says they retire.
J-Law retired, and now he's back.
He legit retired, though. I didn't think he was going to come back. Yeah. Spades retired and come back 17 times.
He's He's retired more times than Ric Flair has won the title.
Yep. Benny the back rower, he just retired on the last one, but we'll see how long that lasts. These guys get the itch. Like, I can't blame them. I got the itch. I came back, and I didn't think I was going to.
Yeah. Do you have any questions from Facebook? We do not. No, no questions from Facebook.
Nah,
I'm glad you're back. I marked out when you. Facebook can go fuck yourself. Fucking.
No, look, I knew Kyle because Benny the back row versus Roswell. I reckon we could have a drinking competition, me and Benny. We'll just get in there with a table. We'll light up some beers, and we'll do that.
Yeah. If I'm booking that match, I'm putting Benny over.
Are you putting Benny over?
I'm putting Benny over. Like, it's his second last match. Like, come on. I'm putting Benny over.
Hey, mate, if you're retiring, you got to lose.
I mean, Ric Flair lost, so
go out on your back.
I will get to a suplex.
Yeah, we'll get to a show soon. To the Sydney one.
Yeah. Daz just had a knee reconstruction like 3 weeks ago, so getting the show is going to be quite tough. But yeah, good. Right? He's back walking now. He's on a walker, so he'll probably be at a show soon. I don't know when. Probably like late July. But we are going to Canberra in July for the Raiders and the Knights. If there's any wrestling down there on the Friday night, fucking hit me up. I want to get back to wrestling, but back in Canberra. ICW,
Canberra in July, mate. Pack a jumper.
Oh, I'll take 13 jumpers.
Yeah, you know.
It says all up. We've got 11 people. So we have 8 on YouTube, 2 on Facebook, and 1 on Twitch. Guys, questions, guys.
Yeah,
come on.
Ask me questions. Ask me anything. Wait, let's see.
What's your worst company?
Worst company?
Who's the
worst company I've wrestled for?
Didn't you wrestle for? Yeah.
Who are you going to say? Like which? Nah, look, probably to be honest with you.
AWF.
I love AWF. I never did AWF. I meant to. I was meant to do one of their rumbles, but I didn't. I ended up. Something happened. There was an actual reason why I pulled out of that. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Worst company, and not to have a go at them. Probably CWA just because of that fucking ring. Nothing against the promoters. Nothing against the matches. Yeah, they had some great matches, but I could still feel the bumps in that ring, mate. Like it's and I'm not one to complain too much. Like I've broken my hand wrestling 10 minutes into a 20-minute match and kept going. I do miss Fulton though. I wish he didn't move away.
We got a question. Yeah.
Best live bands I've seen.
Where's he at now?
He moved over to the Netherlands.
Fozzy.
Best live bands I've seen. Yeah, Fozzy were good. He does something like windmill repair over in the Netherlands, something like that. He's got like 3 kids. It's he's doing well, but I haven't seen him in years. Best live bands, Trivium in 2009. I'd say Bad Omens were really good. Iron Maiden is probably the best. Actually, Iron Maiden 2008 is probably the best live show I've ever been to. And he plans to branch out other companies. Jackson Spade's going to love me for this. I'm not going to say no to branching out to other companies, but the boys at Suplex and girls, the boys and girls at Suplex, that's the best backstage environment of any locker room I've been to. Because some locker rooms, everyone's divided. You got your some of them have the popular kid group and the outcast group, and then just the people who are happy to be their group. Suplex is it's good. It's good stuff. Everyone's friendly. Yeah, I like. So I'm not saying I won't. I'd probably go to other companies if it's because I'm doing something with Carnival. I don't think I'd do any single matches at other companies at this point in time.
I'm seeing Kiss in October for like $40. Just pretty fucking cheap.
Is that how cheap the tickets are to get? Because I will go do that. Because
but they're like up top though.
that stadium too, isn't it? Oh, they've got big screens anyway, so you can still see it. Kiss are good. I've seen Kiss once.
Ackles
They're
Stadium,
good.
so it's like, yeah.
Have you seen them before?
Who started Carnival? Never. Never.
No, they're good. Carnival started when Spade had this rookie, Matt Gage, who was good enough on the mic, but not good enough to wrestle at that point in time. And he wanted me to kind of be like his mentor and his tag partner to help him be able to. So he wanted him to be like the talker, which he was. It debuted with him cutting a promo on Logan Keane. And this was after I broke my hand, so no one was expecting it to be me. I earlier that day cut the cast off my arm. It wasn't ready to come off. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. And I drove all the way up to Maitland at the time and attacked Logan Keane just for that spot. Didn't even wrestle a match, drove 5 hours. And that's how Carnival started. And then a couple of months later, or maybe even a year later, that's when we got Malice in. He's great. Miles Malice is great. He's a loose unit, but he's a good fella.
I think that's about it. We've been going for about 31 minutes now. So
it's nearly 7 o'clock, guys. It's my bedtime.
Oh, here we go. Mate, I'm going to watch Tough Enough Season 1. That's what I've been watching. The good old days.
Explicit show? Yeah, I would. I already floated the idea. I want to wrestle Jackson Spade. I always wanted to. One of the matches, I was never a guy to write down bucket list matches of people I want to wrestle. And I've wrestled Jackson Spade in a couple of tag matches, never one-on-one. So I would like to do an explicit against Jackson Spade. And if I like it, I'll come back and do more. But I think if I want to do my first one, I want to do it against him.
Any more questions, guys? Roswell, where can people find you on social media?
Look, mate, the easiest place to find me is, I don't even use the Roswell Instagram anymore. If you guys have ever messaged me on Instagram under the Roswell name, I'm sorry, I've forgotten the password to it. It's gone. It's gone in the way of the dinosaur. But you can find me under the Jai Munji name, so JAIMUNJI on YouTube and on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way. And if you want to harass me, just DM me. It takes me about 5 days to get back to people, but I will eventually get back to you.
All right, guys, I think we're going to bounce. Mr. Roswell, thank you for finally doing this after 6 long fucking years.
I know. It's been a while. It's I was in my 20s when we talked about doing it, and now I'm not. I'm not saying how old I am, but now I'm not. All right,
as
mate. It's
my
been a
fearless as my fearless leader, Mr. James Z. Cornett would say, thank you. Fuck you. Bye-bye now, motherfuckers.